This is your preferred 11 video for Charlton at the weekend, away from home. It's going to be interesting. Before we get into it though, sponsored by FansBet. If you're going to have a bet this weekend, obviously the Premier League's back, you might be having a little ACCA or something. If you are, links in the description. Make sure to sign up with FansBet. Make sure you choose Stoke City as your club and your fan partner as the bear pit, and you'll help us out and in turn help the Dougie Mac. There's not many betting sites out there when you can, if you lose a bet or so, some of it goes to charity. So, go sign up with FansBet. You'll be doing us a favour. You'll be doing the Dougie Mac a favour. But let's get into this team.
So there's one big thing here that is hugely significant to this first 11.
It's the formation.
It's the formation, yeah. I don't know. I've given no thought to this until this very second when we started doing the video. So I'm looking at you, Albert. What are you
I'm going to stick with it.
You're going to stick with it?
For this game, I'm going to stick with it on the basis that I'm putting Ebo in there, hoping he's fit and back. If he's not, I'd probably change it, but let's do this video on the basis that he is.
I agree that, if Etibo's back, it's going to get slaughtered in the comments, and I kind of agree in a lot of ways, but I just think we've got to give it a little bit more time. For everyone that says the diamond should be ditched, I completely understand why he's saying that. But the other side of the coin, I do think Jones has just got to give him a little bit more faith to try this bloody thing. If it's not working in 2 or 3 games time, I'm with you. Okay. But for this game,
we're doing it.
With Etibo,
we're doing it.
The diamond. I think the squad, the first 11 almost picks itself based on that.
It does. So Jack Butland in net.
Yeah.
Just about keeps his place after that mistake. If he does another, I think give Adam Davies a game.
I agree.
Give it him. But for now, Jack keeps his place. Hopefully no more mistakes like that, because that was diabolical.
Yeah, it was a shocker.
Diabolical. Left back.
This is really hard, actually, isn't it?
And we've also done this video on the Tuesday, and the window will be shut on the Friday. We're both hoping that a left back comes in, I think. Not sure if it will. We're hoping it will. But on this basis that we don't know at this point, McLean or Ward?
I think it's got to be Ward, because we're away from home. I think if you go with McLean, there's slightly more of an attacking intent. We're going to be up against it. I think there's going to be a good crowd at Charlton. They're going to be behind them. I'm going to go for Ward, I think, because we just got bombarded at left back against QPR, and I think we need to shore up first and foremost before we start looking.
It's certainly targeted McLean.
Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah, and I'd like to see a defender in that position just to see what it looks like on the other side of the coin. So yeah, I'm going to go with Ward. Centre backs, I think you can't drop Collins. I don't think that'd be fair. I think he played generally very well against QPR, and Danny Batt, who's.
Do you though go against put in there a more established defender who's played against this team twice last season in Lindsay? Now he's not suspended. Or do you leave Collins in there?
I think that's really harsh on Collins. I thought he played very well, and I think if we persist with him for a little longer, we'll quickly unravel a very, very good centre back. I'm going to stick with Collins, but I do hear your points.
Batt and Collins centre backs. I think right back picks himself. Tommy Smith again.
Will be Tommy Smith with a massive kind of caveat that it's very harsh on Edwards still, but I don't think you can drop Smith so quickly. I appreciate that's a bit hypocritical because Edwards got dropped so quickly, but I think Smith played more than well enough to kind of keep his place.
Defensive midfielder. Cousins.
He was poor against QPR, wasn't he?
Was poor, but I don't think we've got much choice.
We haven't got any choice unless you've dropped Etibo slightly, but I'm going to
rather have him in the midfield. So Cousins, defensive midfield, he needs to pick up his performances though. We're not going to put Woods in there.
No, not yet. Cousins, and then Etibo, if available, and we're assuming he's available, and then I'm going to go with
Alan.
I'm going to go with Klukas,
Drop Alan.
I thought Alan was just worse than Klukas in them two.
Klukas scored.
He did score. I mean, that's what literally just tips the balance slightly. I thought Alan was all at sea against QPR. I'm not saying Klukas is amazing. Well, who else could be in that midfield? I'm trying to think of the other options who could go in the middle.
There isn't many.
Lindsay, arguably, could he step up into that? I mean, he couldn't, could he really? So, I mean, that's
then you're into wingers playing centre mid.
I know. There's literally no one left. I will go with Etibo and Klukas. I think Joella needs to be I think he needed to be dropped. To be honest, I think he was poor.
I think a lot of people agree with that. To be fair,
Yeah.
Attacking midfield, Nick Powell.
Nick Powell.
Fit. If he's not, Tom Ince.
Probably Tom Ince.
He looked bright when he came on. At
He
the
did.
weekend.
This is so hard to do, and for every position that we pick here, I'm kind of anticipating comments just slaughtering them all, and I'll understand everyone going, because I can kind of question everyone. Why wouldn't Ince start? I said on the podcast that he was probably the best player, but yeah, I've not started him, and I'm purely going with the notion I want to put faith into Jones to stick with the diamond. So yeah, Nick Powell to go there, and then if he's not fit, I reluctantly say maybe give Tom Ince a go just behind the strikers.
Okay, Nick Powell or Ince, depending on who's fit.
Yeah.
Up top, difficult one this.
Oh God,
because
this is gonna
both arguably had a shocker against QPR. I'm going to change one, say Campbell. I know it's a big decision away from home, and I'm going to change him for Afobe. Play Vokes and Campbell. I just think Afobe is shot of confidence at the minute.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Gregory actually played better than Campbell when they came on the other day.
Gregory got the assist, I think, for the goal.
Yeah, but then I think he's arguably a little bit too similar to Vokes. I've always wanted to see Vokes with a quick striker.
This is your chance, Campbell.
I know. As much as Campbell's played well in pre-season, I do still worry a little bit about his sense and positioning on the pitch slightly. But purely with the notion that I want to see a little bit of pace up front, which we've been lacking for a long time. Plus, I think it'll get the best out of Vokes. I am going to go with Vokes and Campbell. I've never been so unsure of the first 11 I've done on this channel as that one. I can see holes all over the place, but I'm struggling to think otherwise what I'd do.
It's a real difficult one, that. And because it's the transfer window, we film this early. We could have new signings in by now. Hopefully we have new signings in now. Me, Gale, a left back. Yeah. God knows. It doesn't look likely as it stands.
I know. I think I'm going to do a massive set the fence thing here and say, if we were to play 4-4-2, this is just a cop-out, my flat four would be McLean, Etebo, Powell and Ince. And that means nothing. What I'm basically saying is I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening though. I think it's the diamond. I think the diamond's here to stay.
That wasn't really a predicted first 11, that was just a load of question marks. But
let's run through it though, what we picked, which is Butland in goal, Stephen Ward at left back, Nathan Collins and Danny Batt in the middle, Tommy Smith on the right, Cousins, Etebo, Clucas, Alan dropped, Powell or Ince, depending on if Powell's fit.
Yeah.
He didn't train in the open training day, hopefully he is though. And up top, Vokes with Campbell off him. A lot of question marks around that side. We're not sure.
There's more questions out there.
Yeah, we're really not sure on that one at all. I think not many people can decide at the moment, especially trying to Mystic Meg the transfer window one's coming up. Yeah. That has been our preferred 11. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we get a win against Charlton at the weekend, and we'll see you later.